don't know what to say right now. You see, we had so nice chat. I don't know what to say right now. But okay, let's start with saying hello to our friends other side of the camera. And today we will speak about last event.
We shall.
Yes. So we had fantastic fights. A bit of controversy, obviously, with referees, as always. But at the end of the day, we got new champion.
Two.
Yes.
Pride fighter and female flyweight, so yeah, two.
You know, Luke retired, so he still got his really nice cup. But
and his money.
And his money, yes. That's the case, but he retired, so I'm not so sure we can really count him. Unless he will come back from his retirement and will face Conrad.
Maybe that's the fight what everybody wants to see.
Tell you what, it's looked like a bit of an unfinished business right now.
Definitely, I agree with that.
So
100%.
At your place, probably I would talk to Luke if he would like to try to prove he really won that fight.
I agree.
Yes, but okay, leave it for next interview. And on this one, let's come back to what really happened there. So Conrad been lucky and went straight to second round.
Yeah.
And we had Luke fighting with Razor, and we had your new lad,
David Chapman versus Marty Case.
Well, what you think? First with Luke fight.
First of all,
I wouldn't say Luke had a really easy job with Razor.
No,
Razor
no.
didn't give him that easy win on himself.
No, I think Razor gave a good account of himself, to be fair. And it weren't the draw we wanted. We wanted it the other way around, but you never get what you want, do you? So I think Razor did a good job, made it awkward for Luke. Luke just probably edged him every round, just with punches landed, but it was a decent fight to watch.
I think for Razor 3 rounds
it was positive.
So it was really good experience.
Very positive, yeah, I agree, totally. It was a good little fight, good starter for the show.
Yes.
Luke going through to the next stage, obviously.
And Marty and David.
I didn't see that. I've watched it back, but I didn't see it live because I was in the changing room warming up for the next fight. I speak to David afterwards, and most people came to the same conclusion that David just froze a little bit on the stage.
On first round, because I've been watching it, on first round he didn't really punch.
That's what I mean, yeah, just
he was
froze a little
so
bit.
like
tight.
Yes, like they said, a bit afraid of Marty. Actually, no, Marty. 65 or 60, more than 65 fights right now.
Yeah, I mean, that was his first fight with David, obviously.
And David on the first one, and I've been reading comments Marty put after that. So I've been watching David on social media. I've seen every time when someone's hit him a bit illegally, he go into referee and cry. So I made it by purpose.
I know, that's what I mean.
It was really funny comment, but actually Marty did deserve that win.
Yeah, definitely.
David didn't
do enough.
perform.
No, didn't do enough. But maybe that's something he'll learn for next time.
But I think it was
off his shoulder,
it was good fight to start his professional career. He'd been fighting with veterans, so now he know what to expect next time. And
it can only be positive for him going forward, can't it? I think everybody realistically wanted Mamaraz versus David. Would have been the ideal fight for both.
For both,
and
yes.
Then either way, Conrad, Marty, or Luke, whichever way that went, and one went through would have been fine. But it went the opposite way in the draw, didn't it? So
I tell you what, I really want to see that fight, Conrad with Marty.
Everybody wants to see it. That's the thing, doesn't it? It's like that's what everybody wanted on that show, but it just didn't happen. And it's like, you know, you put it on your Christmas list, but your presents don't always get delivered, do they? So it's one of them. But I'm sure it'll happen down the line, you know, in some aspect.
Okay, so let's summarize what waiting for your fighters in very nearest future. Okay. Luke retired.
Luke retired. Jay's got a lot going on with his missus. She wants to pursue some dreams of her own, which is basically held back for a few years. I'd known about this for a while anyway, about Luke, so I knew what was happening before it was announced, so that's fine. Can't really fault him. You know what I mean?
Yes.
He's got to give back to his wife, and it was gave to him, so yeah.
That's
went out on the right way.
That's perfectly fine. So Razor and David.
David,
you think we can expect they will fight each other on next event?
It was put to him, but I think the weights don't really go. David wants to go down to something to like welterweight, maybe super welter on this next fight. Razor's not going to go nowhere near that. I think lowest Razor can go is probably middleweight. Maybe even that's a little bit of a push because Razor's 40 now, so it's difficult to shift that weight as easy as it is when you're in your 20s. So I think they'll go different directions. I don't think they'll cross paths. I mean, February 3rd they both are. Well, David definitely is. I don't know what Razor's plans are, but David's out February 3rd.
Okay, what waiting for Conrad?
Conrad's busy. Conrad's got he's got a good title fight coming up December 9th in Aberdeen versus Sammy Carroll, which is a very winnable fight for Conrad. I think Conrad's style's all wrong for Sammy, totally. But as he knows, he's probably got to go out there and KO the kid, which he's capable of doing. So, I mean, I heavily back Conrad in that fight for British title silver. So I heavily back him. We should be dragging back that title.
Okay. So next one, Ellie.
Ellie has got, which we've already signed it. It's been sanctioned. I can't give details till they announce it on their platform.
Don't share too much.
But it's a top four governing body, and it's a title fight, and it's against a girl from the other side of the world. That's all I need to say. But it's a massive, exciting opportunity, not just for Ellie, but for the gym and for Workshop. Massive. That's all I'm saying. So, everything else will come out. February 3rd.
February the 3rd.
Yes.
Big things coming.
Sanctioned, signed, agreed, done.
Okay. Let's chat for a second about last fight.
Yeah.
Ellie been fighting actually experienced opponent.
Yep.
And as usual, this fight went like 6-0 for Ellie. Yep. It was 6-rounder. What is your feeling about this fight? It wasn't too easy for Ellie.
No, it was a good fight for Ellie. This is what
because I seen it was first round that the same opponent being really like
negative,
slow.
Yeah, she came into it.
But last four rounds, it was competitive.
It was. And Maria, lovely girl from Bosnia, she fought basically everybody. If you look at a box reg, she hasn't beat them all, but she's fought everybody, and you can't beat, like so Mike Kay's, you can't beat that experience. But it's like I keep saying with Ellie, she's had 3 fights with 3 girls in 13 now, what have had negative records. Every single one of the others have had winnable records and winning records. And look, you've only got to look at you've been to the last few fights.
Yes.
The opponents have been high level.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean? So she deserved a little bit of a 6-rounder against somebody who could try things out, and we've been working on the gym. It's been more, if you watch the fight, Ellie going front foot, centre at ring, boxing towards the ropes instead of off the ropes, which she looks so much better, I think. So it was a good fight for her to try things out ahead of this next big fight. Ellie, 21 years old, I think she's had a tough ring through, you know what I mean? Like, say she fought ranked opponents, mainly all the way through. You've only got to look in the listings. Her last 3 are all in there. So, good fight for her. We needed that kind of cobweb blast, and we've got that now. And 2 other fights what were in the pipeline just didn't get visas anyway, so it was kind of like, it's a struggle with females, especially middleweight.
It's like for boxing, I noticed this is boxers, they got always problem with visa.
Because it's not so much the males, it's that there's plenty of males you can dig them from everywhere, but the females, if you look at the division that we're in, like Clarissa Shields, Savannah Marshall, Femke Hermans, Emma Kozin, and even you look at Ellie's list now, they've all boxed the same people, all of them. Ellie's boxed everybody they've boxed, different parts of their career, but they've all boxed the same. There's nowhere else to go. You can't go up because they're too big, and there's minimal on super middle. You can't go low because you can't make that weight. So it's like, middleweight's pain in the arse division for females. Pain in the arse. But if you do the right things, you can get to the top fairly fast. So
definitely.
Yeah, and that's kind of where we are with her, so I'm really pleased for her.
Okay, so now let's move to 2 girls, 2 flies.
Yeah, good
flyweight title. Zara and Nicole.
Yep.
What is your feeling about this
I watched
fight?
it. I thought it'd pan out different to how it would. I thought Zara would go aggressive because it's in her style, and I thought she'd push Nicole back or try to. I think that's what Nicole's team planned for. It went the other way. It was Nicole on front foot, Zara boxing back foot, lovely jab, picking her off with jab. I thought first 3 rounds went Zara's well. I thought the next 2 could have gone Nicole, but it was so close. Not a lot were landing between the rounds. And then I thought Zara pipped again, and Nicole probably won 1 out of the last 3. I don't know, I thought it was a close fight. I didn't think it was as... I thought Zara won. I didn't think it was as wide as some had it, because I didn't think a lot was landing by both girls. Range was a little bit out on both.
Yes, but when I've been watching this fight, it was like what I've been thinking on start as Zara will go straight away to attack like she did in the past, and after 3 rounds she will just
fade.
Yes, but actually she been fighting brilliantly.
It was a great game plan by the team.
Tactics, game plan.
Yeah, it was good.
Fantastic execution of this game plan.
I agree.
And actually, I did like this fight really, because it is like pure boxing.
It was very technical. I think most people got engulfed in it as they were watching it. I mean, the casuals obviously complained, don't they? Oh, boring fight, nobody mind a big off going for it. You get the same old thing, don't you? But for people who love boxing, it were 2 girls of high level. Both ex-box for England. Both look really good. Clash of styles a little bit. Rematch clause has been activated anyway, but it'd be a different fight in rematch. I know that. But I thought Zara won comfortably.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean? Deserved the title.
This one easily we can agree it was a really good fight to watch, and
both girls credit. Both girls, both teams.
Both been really good ones.
Tell they worked hard.
Yes.
Because the styles was there, weren't there?
If you will compare it to that, even they've been fighting different opponents like two events ago. Zara been really chaotic. When Nicole been really slow.
Yeah.
Now Nicole was really fast, and Zara was
really
chaotic.
Composed, yeah. It was, like I said, I've spoke to both teams since, and I think it would just. I do think that probably Lee's team just pipped the tactics a little bit better than what Pete's did. I think Pete's just. We did think, and I agree with Pete. I thought that they'd just come at her, and then Nick could be able to punch with her and pick her off a little bit, but. Just didn't happen. So fair play to Lee, fair play to Zara. She'll go up the rankings. She's already gone up the rankings now.
Yes.
Nicole's in the bottom of it now, which is good. And then rematch clause activated.
3-0 and the belt.
3-0 and the belt. International WIBA flyweight title, so good title, credible. She's got to defend it now, so she's got 90 days from the end of this month to set a date, which will be probably latest they can go is 15th of April. But both teams have accepted the rematch.
So. Rematch, yeah. So we can expect really nice crackers in Middlesbrough.
Because the contract stated the winner, if the rematch clause is activated, the winner would decide venue.
Where they fight. Obviously, Zara would like to fight from front of her supporters.
So Nick's got to go into the Lion's Den. And literally,
that will be really
interesting. Yeah. And see how she goes again, and then. Maybe it's repeat or maybe it's revenge. Who knows?
We will see.
Good fight anyway. Look forward to that one.
Okay. Now I would like to ask you about 2 fights we didn't speak about yet. Yeah.
I know you did.
Changed them with place a bit by purpose. Conrad and Luke.
Yeah.
What is your feeling about this fight? Because I've been watching this fight. I made my mind. Actually, I screamed my head off for Conrad. Conrad's been really brilliant in the ring, and at the end of the day, it was Luke who had decision.
I mean, I didn't know, and both boxers are my boxers. I've had Conrad here longer than I have had Luke, because obviously Conrad came through amateurs. Luke came from unlicensed, not my background. I've only had him for 2.5 years. But I thought Conrad looked way busier. Looked way busier. It looked like he was pressing all the time. Luke trying to pick him off with odd shot. Don't get me wrong, Luke's odd shot was landing, but Conrad just looked more positive.
Active.
Yeah.
Landing more shots.
At the end of it, 3 rounds, I thought all 3 rounds were very similar. I didn't think there was much difference in pattern between the whole process, and I think they've sparred in here, so they knew each other anyway. Before the decision, Luke said to me, "What do you reckon?" And I said to Luke, "I don't know." I says, "Conrad a little busier." I says, "But it'll depend on what judges pick." And then they picked Luke by majority decision. But I think all rounds were close, other than one scorecard. But
two referees for Luke, one for Conrad.
Yeah, and the ones what were 2 of them were only 1 point difference either way, so it could have gone. You're looking at 1 point really, aren't you, for a majority? Because the one that was wide didn't really make no difference. If 2 had gone the other way, it'd have been for Conrad, wouldn't it? So contentious.
Okay. So
I don't think Luke wouldn't have minded one bit if Conrad would have won, and he would have understood it, because we had that conversation straight away in the ring afterwards. So, you know, fair play to both lads. They gave everything. It was a good fight. I spoke to the public, obviously, afterwards, and some say Conrad won that. Others said, I think Luke just edged it. But the ones that were saying Conrad won it were more like definite. The ones that were speaking for Luke were like edged it.
Yes.
So you see a little bit of a sway of...
You see, my own opinion is obviously for Conrad, but
Can't argue with that. I'm not.
we got, unfortunately, we got some refs there, and they decide.
We have no.
They decide
who. On it, do we? It's a shame,
who
but
won.
you know, boxing's only a sport that you can't win it clearly because there's no clear way of winning other than a KO.
It is KO.
And that's it.
It's only KO.
And Conrad knows that a lot of the time he's got to KO.
Can we shout for Conrad right now? Conrad, next time KO, or are you going home?
He knows that. He's known that from the start. He's already said that to me from the beginning, so he knows he's got to do it. He's had it in amateurs before where he's got robbed. And
you think we can go to look for one more fight from his retirement, even for say exhibition fight again with Conrad?
Maybe Conrad's got to get on social media and fire it up.
Maybe.
You know what I mean? I think that's the only way
that is the way. You see, I don't ask for this fight just to change history, because we're not going to got it. But this fight for me, it was really, really interesting fight, and I seen Luke fighting 6 rounds, 8 rounds, and I would love to even pay for belt for them to fight 10 rounder.
A 10 round would be good. Yeah, I agree with that.
I can ask.
Conditioning is good.
I can ask my friend from EBL.
Maybe we can do it
and
maybe we can do some kind of, like you say.
We will open charity to raise some money for belt.
I'm alright with that.
Yeah, and we will put belt on stake for 10 rounder. That would be brilliant.
All you need now is Luke.
Seriously, for me that would be probably one from the best fights we can organize in workshop.
I mean, going back to the fight, I mean, like I say, it was contentious. I think Luke was the only one who had to box 10 rounds on the night. He boxed 2 3s and a 4. So,
yes.
You know, in that way, he probably deserved the victories, but I'm not saying he beat Conrad and didn't deserve that victory. But the other 2, he definitely beat Marty, definitely beat Razor.
Yes, definitely beat Razor.
Conrad's
okay, but with Marty, it is like Marty, veteran in the ring, obviously. He didn't really give Luke easy win over that fight.
An easy win. It was close. Every round was close.
It was really, really close.
It was again one of them fights where you're looking at the rounds and wondering which way the judge is going to go, because, you know, again, Marty were a little bit busier. I mean, Luke was a bit more punch perfect. So it was a little bit like that. Again, the judging is so contentious. Sometimes you need a 4th judge because 3 just don't do it sometimes. You know what I mean?
Would say in this case 5 of them.
Yeah, well, you know,
we can't go that much.
You've got to always respect the judge's decisions.
At the end of the day, yes, they rule
they don't know either fighter. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? So if anything, you know, one of the judges knows Conrad more than Luke. So I don't know. There's no sway in it. Do you know what I mean? I thought it was close watching front corner, and they're both my fights, so I've got nothing to gain. I think if Conrad had gone in the final, he would have beat Marty. It would have been a cracking fight, but I think Conrad's style would be definitely wrong for Marty. So I think either way, them two would have won.
Yes, so we're waiting for Conrad against Marty, and
Hopefully.
now we're looking if Luke will come back for that one more fight. I'm really, really curious.
I think the chances of Marty versus Conrad are way more bigger than Conrad versus Luke rematch. I just don't see Luke coming back straight away.
No.
Maybe if Conrad
give him time, he will be boxing hungry.
Maybe
I can bet on it.
Maybe Conrad wins this belt in Aberdeen. Maybe he offers it to Luke as a rematch with the belt. Then maybe does that as a British title.
Oh,
maybe
that can be a good idea.
I think so.
That can be a good idea.
They can do a 50-50 split, can't they? Let's see what happens. Maybe that's an idea.
Yeah, you hear that? Yeah. Let's go and win that belt.
Already starting open beers, there will be no button.
Okay. I think we got event covered right now.
Yeah.
Let's move to what waiting in very nearest future. What is your plans for?
For all of them, or
What you're going to do next month?
Next month? Oh, December 9th, innit? So that's just Conrad in Aberdeen.
So it's one Conrad going with you to Aberdeen?
With a team of amateurs, what are doing? We're doing an England versus Scotland select, so that's quite nice. Yeah. So amateurs box in the daytime, professionals box in the evening, so that's quite nice. Lee McAllister show.
Just out of curiosity, how many amateurs you got right now? How many?
What, licensed?
Yes.
About 22. What are licensed?
That's really nice.
Yeah. I've got 5 what are going to represent in the England select in Scotland, so that's nice as well.
Okay. February the 3rd. Another event. What we can expect there? We
can expect a debut for 2 lads what are going to be good signings. One of them trains in here regularly, had him since 14. I'm not going to tell his name because he hasn't signed yet, but he's back now. And he's a good fighter, very strong. Conrad knows who he is. Sparred with him, he's a good fighter. So he'll debut, probably against Marty Case, which I've already put the feelers out. And then another lad who I had when he were only 12 to 15. He went missing. He's come back now and he's a real sharpshooter. And he'll debut February 3rd. So there'll be 2 debuts. There'll be Ellie's title fight, major one. Conrad maybe defends his British title, what he wins, in a rematch, because there's a rematch clause versus Sama. So that'll probably come our way. And then Razor, David Chapman, who knows?
That would be a good fight.
Hopefully. But weight's got to make sense on that one. You know
okay, I mean? More or less. When we can expect Zara and Nicole?
Probably, it's got to be done by April 15th, so it'll be before that date, but I'd expect probably mid to end of March for that.
So you will travel to Middlesbrough? We'll
travel to Middlesbrough, take a few up there, probably take the 2 debut lads up there, get them out again. I don't know about Ellie, because there's maybe an opportunity for Ellie to fight in Dubai in end of March as well, which we've had a few emails about, so we'll see about that one, because that's a big opportunity for her as well. So Dubai's a good place to box. We've got Mauritius obviously as well in the middle of that. So that'll probably be, we'll take about 4, probably be about a 5 card bill in Middlesbrough, headlined by the 10 rounder.
Okay, so fantastic plan.
Busy schedule.
They are made already. So guys, follow Chris. Follow MMFN obviously. Follow Conrad to see his Scotland conquers.
Polish man in Scotland.
Polish man in Scotland. Okay, guys.
Both used to the cold, so
it was a pleasure to talk to Chris today.
As always.
And yes, wait for next one.
Exactly.